Hello and welcome to the Circuit de la Sarthe, where he brings you the sprint race, for the Le Mans Grand Prix. We had qualifying yesterday, a dramatic one. Lando Norris, he was the man who got the pole. Sargent had a big crash towards the end. He starts in 11th. Speaking of Sargent, he is the only driver. As you can see, it's currently raining here in Le Mans. This rain will stay throughout, but the radars are saying that it will not get wet enough for it to warrant intermediate tyres. Williams and Sargent have taken the risk of going on the inters in case it does get heavier. Starting from 11th, he's really got nothing to lose. I mean, maybe the ones at the back have got nothing to lose, but you never know what happens in the world of the weather. And Mother Nature could bring up a surprise. Your grid for today. Of course, qualifying for the main race will be later today, but your grid for the sprint: Gasly at the back. He broke his front wing going into the back of Nick De Vries through the Ford chicane, unfortunately. So he will start at the back. Vesti 19th. And also, when I'll go through the grid, I'll tell you who drove last weekend in the 24-hour. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, though, in case, like, I don't know, you want to watch the whole 24 hours or anything. Anyway, Vesti 19th, he raced last weekend. Ilott raced last weekend. He's making his F1 debut, replacing Zane Maloney, who's at F2 in Barcelona. He's meant to be replacing Taylor Porcher, who this weekend's racing in, I think, Laguna. Yeah, Laguna Seca for the IndyCar round there. De Vries, he also raced last weekend. Stroll, Leclerc, Joe, Drogovic. Leclerc was surprised, he was fastest in practice. Drogovic, Piastri, Sargent, Lawson, Magnussen and Hulkenberg both had separate crashes in practice. They didn't really get much practice time. Both of them was at the Porsche curbs, and both of them was with another car. Magnussen was with, I think it was it Gasly? No, it was Sainz. And Hulkenberg was with, Sargent. Speaking of Sargent, he crashed right at the end of qualifying. To be fair, he was abandoning the lap, so he's actually coming into the pits, so they have managed to get the car repaired. Snowder 7th, Albon 6th. As I said, Sainz, he crashed out in practice. He's done well to get into 5th. Ocon 4th, Verstappen 3rd, Russell 2nd, and again, George Russell is on pole for a race this weekend. Anyway, about 30 seconds to go until the start of this race. So, 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds until the clock clicks to 12 o'clock local time, and we can get going for the sprint race for Le Mans Grand Prix. It will be a special one here, as the 5 lights start to light up. We pan to Lando Norris on pole. Don't know why we're panning on only Lando Norris on pole. Can we get a better camera angle, please? I don't know, but it's lights out and away they go. Who's going to get a better start? Awful start for George Russell. He's already been swamped by Max Verstappen. He's going to try himself to get past Lando Norris. Norris leads from Verstappen. Russell, he leads Ocon. Albon versus Sainz going through the Dunlop chicane for the first time. 8 laps here today for this sprint race. There's some markers getting kicked up just in front. Logan Sargent has an awful start. He's near the back after cycle on inters. Maybe they were not the right tyre to use. But as they go through the next part of the track now towards Tetra Rouge, the flat out right hand kink to start the Musland straight for the first time towards the Daytona chicane. As the cars, they don't really pan out, but let's see how they do. Norris in second, Verstappen's in front. Is Russell going to try and get past them? They're going to be 4 wide going into the Daytona chicane. Unbelievable if this works. Almost 5 wide. Ocon trying to get involved. They're almost 4 wide. Albon down the inside. Albon takes the lead. That's a brilliant move. But Lando Norris fights back. And Norris leads through the Daytona chicane. Norris now. Albon, Verstappen, Russell, Ocon. The Haas car getting involved. So Sainz. If you see the second group and Sargent right at the back, he's taking it steady on the inters. He knows as long as he keeps a decent gap to the cars behind, if these lot have to pit for inters, he will be in it. Look at them as they go towards the Michelin chicane. Again, Verstappen now. Verstappen versus Norris. Who's in the lead? It's going to be Verstappen. Or Norris fights back round the outside. Verstappen's got the inside line. They're side by side as they go towards the Musland corner. Apologies for how jumpy the stream is, by the way. We can't do anything about that, mainly because of the weather. But Norris now, he's going to try down the inside. Is he going to keep the lead? This is Verstappen going to try round the outside. Some bollards are kicked up and Norris is going to take the lead. Look how much wide they are. Is off goes Sargent. Goes into the deck and not helping him. A risk has not paid off for Sargent and his race is pretty much over before it's even started. Strategy wise anyway. They're side by side again going through Indianapolis. That's not Indianapolis, sorry, that's Gulf. Now they're going through Indianapolis for the first time. Verstappen, Albon, Norris. Albon goes off the track. Norris is in second, Russell's in third, Albon down to fourth now. And Ocon now standing on Albon. Brilliant racing here in Le Mans. The rain I think stopped actually. Is the rain stopped? I can't see any more drops. So the rain might have stopped, but Verstappen, no, it is still raining. Verstappen leads Norris, who leads Russell. Ocon now in front as they go towards the Porsche curves for the first time. And there's Russell sending one down inside. We saw some incidents here. They lock wheels. That's going to majorly cause some issues. It's going to help Verstappen so much. Norris loses so much time. He's going to be swarmed by Albon. He gets swarmed by the Haas car of Magnussen. Ocon now trying to get past as they go through karting. They've already gone through karting. That's the chicane Mans Blanc. As they go towards the Ford chicane for the first time. And oh, Ocon's spun round! Ocon's round through the Ford chicane. And there's front wings going everywhere. Ilot's lost his front wing. He's hit Norris. That's such a shame for the debutant. There's a car round as well. I think Sargent's gained quite a few positions. But Ocon at the back. Ilot out of nowhere has lost his front wing. And I think so's Liam Lawson in the RB. Yes, he has. That's such a shame. Anyone else with damage? I don't think so. Drogovic, Sonoda. No, they're fine. We'll get a replay in a second what happened there. Sargent up to 13th after that. Drama though in Le Mans. At the end of the opening lap of 8. Still raining hard. Verstappen versus Russell though as they go through the Daytona chicane. Such a shame. We're on a brilliant racing there until collision between Magnussen and Ocon. It looked to me like an ambitious move for Ocon, or by Ocon. Magnussen versus Norris there just further back. Verstappen in front of Russell, they're still side by side. Can Russell keep in front? I think he will. Russell takes the lead. Alexander Albon, the man who won this time 2 weeks ago in the Grand Prix, was actually a week and 6 days ago. He won the French Grand Prix on the Bugatti circuit. The race which started this triple header. Can he win one of the races to end it? He's going to try round the outside of George Russell. Is Albon going to take the lead? He'll have the inside line. Russell will have the inside line for the next part of the exit of Michelin chicane. But Albon's going to do it and Albon leads the Le Mans sprint race. Verstappen, Russell side by side towards the Michelin corner. Who's going to do it? They're almost 3 wide. Is Verstappen going to try it? Is Russell going to try it? The pole sitter just behind them. Piastri, Magnussen, Sainz and Norris in a little group of their own. But Verstappen leads now. Piastri is who leads the second group. But they're going to probably catch up, I reckon. As they shoot down through Gulf towards Indianapolis. And almost 3 wide. And oh, big wobble for Verstappen. He goes through, is he? Almost. Still side by side. As they go through Darnage. And who's going to have the lead? They're still side by side. As they go towards the Porsche curves, they could be side by side still. I think Sargent went off the track again there. He's doing well, to be fair. He's going to confirm it, I think. It looks like he is anyway. His teammate, though, Albon, he's going to firm, trying to get in front. 3 wide through the Porsche curves. Verstappen goes, Verstappen has an issue, but it's Albon with the major issue. He goes wide. And unfortunately, it's not to be. It's the ambitious move round the outside. Make it 3 wide through the Porsche curves. Does not work. But Russell now through Mans Blanc. Verstappen fending off Oscar Piastri. No, that's Mans Blanc. That was Corvette they were going through just. Fourth chicane. Second time. Are they going to keep it clean? Piastri's in front of Verstappen. And you go through the next chicane. Still side by side. And it's going to be Piastri who stays in front. focus on the group behind us. Ross is kind of on his own at the moment. It's not much point focusing on him. Piastri still going strong in second. Russell, can he win for the first time this season? And to be fair, I'll assume these lot will catch up. Oh, watching how's Sargent doing? I want to see how the Inters are helping him, or if they're helping him or not. They're definitely not helping him, because he goes off. It's a quick one that he might have to give some time back to Ocon. Goes off through Esses de la Forêt. Unfortunately. How are we doing up front? It's too wide, not really fighting anyone. Sainz v Albon, maybe, that could be a good one. Albon gets in front of Sainz, they're side by side. Norris in front of Magnussen. He's going to get the lead, or get the 4th place and the 6th place. It looks like these two groups could be merging. The two duos come a squad and they fight towards the Michelin chicane. Lap 3 of 8 of the sprint race. It's Sainz by the side of Norris now. Albon's the one who loses out. It's a good battle. Not too sure what the leaders are doing. Those three in front, Piastri, Verstappen and Russell. Might be able to see them. No, we can't, but they go through Michelin corner. Sainz is in front. There's even more cars joining in now. And oh, who's that off? One of the Alpines. And Sargent off as well in the gravel. I think that was Gasly in the Alpine. Yeah, it is Gasly in 12th. Sargent and under 16th. It's almost side by side there. Side by side are Magnussen and Sainz. Sainz stays in front. Now it's Norris versus Magnussen. How is Sargent actually doing? Oh, Sargent's going off the track for Indianapolis. It loses a few more positions. Now Stroll or Drogovic will try to get past him. Gonna send one down inside of Darnage, and so Sonoda. Oh, I go off again. Inters. Oh, yeah, the Inters are not helping Sargent at all, but I think it just stays on them, to be honest. It's only 5 laps. Yes, it's the longest circuit on the calendar by a long shot. You never know. Oh, almost off there. Sargent, oh, a spin there for Sargent. Oh, he smacks the Armco. That could give him some damage there. Go on board, make sure the steering's all good. Wait for him to go on the straight. Don't think the Corvette will. Oh, he's off again. And it does look a bit bent. Unfortunately for Sargent. He's on board with him until the next spot. Steering does look a little bent, but he stays out. Piastri is who leads. These three in a league of their own. Lap 4 now of 8. Almost at the halfway point. It's 3 wide they go, not even anywhere near the Daytona chicane. Here they are, getting closer to it. 3 wide, let's see who's going to be taking the lead. I think it's Verstappen who's in front. It's Piastri now in front. It's 3 wide again towards the Michelin chicane. This time they're well and truly are 3 wide. No one backing out. Be so good if they keep going. And Russell in front, they're still 3 wide, nothing separating these three. Verstappen's the first to back out. It's Piastri versus Russell on the exit of Michelin. Side by side now towards the Michelin corner. Verstappen now trying to make it 3 wide again. This time it might be Piastri who has to back out. No, there's not. They're still 3 wide as they go through Michelin. And the Russell goes a bit off the track. That will help Piastri. Russell tries to swoop around the outside though. Locks wheels a bit there. Not much though. Still going. It's got so much wetter. I think it's Inters now. I think it's time for Inters. The rain has got heavier. This is not what the teams were expecting. This is what Williams gambled on. This rain getting heavier. They go for Indianapolis. Verstappen leads. The spray is getting awful now. It's got to be intermediate tyres now. I don't know why they didn't start on it. It was wet. The track was... It had only just started raining in all fairness. But still, the track is quite wet. There was no formation. That was cancelled because of the weather conditions. They go through towards the Porsche curves. Lap 4 of 8 for this sprint race. Russell gets past Verstappen through the Porsche curves. Towards karting. No, that's not DuPont. No, that is DuPont. That's DuPont. Now through karting. Swooping through Corvette. Such a satisfying group of corners these. Through Corvette. Through the Maison Blanc chicane. Are the drivers going to come into the pits? Let's see. Yes, they are. Russell in. Verstappen stays out. Piastri stays out. Everyone stays out apart from Russell. Is this pitting early for Russell gonna help him? Anyone else into the pits? No. Oh, yes, there is. Is that Frederick Vesti, the other Mercedes? Yes, it is. So both Mercedes deciding it is time to go on the intermediate tyres. Where's Logan Sargent in all this? He's just gone off the track. Sargent, I think, might have spun on the final chicane. See what happened with that collision with Tsunoda. So he goes off the track, rejoins. Tsunoda sends one, and Tsunoda just sends Sargent around. Whose fault was that then? Let's have a look. Go on board as Sargent. I think you're going to blame anyone for that. That would be Tsunoda's fault, to be honest. Do you want to go on board as Tsunoda though? Just to make sure I'm not blaming the wrong person. It is under investigation, this collision. Let's see, you can't see a thing. You see Sargent go off the track. Nah, that's on Tsunoda. You can't be doing that from Yuki. And I think Yuki might see a penalty coming his way. Anyway, Verstappen and Piastri now the 2 in front after the pit stop from Russell. 2 Mercedes, can they do anything? Is everyone else going to pit down? They're all so close to each other now, speeding up so we can get back to live coverage. Almost 4 wide as they go towards Daytona. We've got Hulkenberg now in the mix of this. He's going to try and get past Verstappen and take the lead. They're almost side by side. As you go through the Michelin corner. They're all going wide. I think it's Inters. They're just going deep under braking, because remember, you have to brake if it's raining before that first little kink. Or pretty much at that kink. If they're locking up a little bit, it's very difficult. Anyway, going now through Gulf towards Indianapolis again. 3 wide. Is Norris going to lead the pole sitter of this race? Yes, he is. He swoops past. So does Piastri. And it's a McLaren 1-2. And the sprint race is a big send from Magnussen there. Almost spins around. Makes contact with Verstappen a little bit there. And there we go. 5-second time. No, 10-second time penalty for Tsunoda for causing a collision. Just a normal 10-second penalty. He can serve it in his stop, or he can serve it after the race. Of course, I've got the choice now. I would serve it in the stop if I was him, but never know. Anyway, 3 wide through the last podium space. The 2 Haas cars fighting Verstappen. Oh, Verstappen with a big wobble there. But, I can't see which Haas car is which, unfortunately. The number's just behind the rear wing. I can't really see anyway. I think it's Hulkenberg who's in 3rd from Verstappen. If they go through Mason Blanc. Are these not all going to pit? The 2 McLaren, no. Norris stays out. Everyone else in though. 2 Haas cars in. Verstappen in. Piastri in. Everyone in. Drogovic stays out. So it's Norris and Drogovic, the only 2 that stay out. And Sargent also stayed out because he started on the intermediate tyres, remember. That gamble from Williams, it's paid off. Unbelievable. Logan Sargent has a chance to win this sprint race now. As long as he can keep it on the road. He's been struggling all race long. Hulkenberg's going to get massively messed over here. No, there's got enough room though, haven't they? Have they? Yeah. Oh, they're getting so tight. But they have got enough room in this pit lane to, I think, drive into each other. Yeah, they've got enough room for each one to have a pit box. So they can double stack if they want to, and it's perfect for times like this. And of course, how big the pit lane is, because it needs to hold like 60 odd cars for the 24-hour, which it did last weekend. I also would have done that last week, I just realised. Oh, 2 weeks ago, sorry. But anyway, Norris and Drogovic stay out. Sargent is now the lead car and enters. Russell invests here. Sainz leads the ones that just pitted. And what rain can do to a race. It's been brilliant so far. And this rain doesn't look like it's shifting anytime soon. Look at the gap. Norris and Drogovic so close. Getting closed in by Logan Sargent. I don't think you're going to ask for a better race here, to be honest. I think we go for a break, to be honest, because not really much is happening. So, we'll go for a little break. We'll watch the ones that have pitted already. I think Magnussen might have gone off. No, he hasn't, never mind. We are racing in at the back. Right, let's watch this. We'll go for a break. And we'll see, yeah, I can't get fighting. These are the ones that are fighting. Go for a break while watching these few. We'll see you in about a lap time, or half a lap time. Back to Le Mans. We're going to focus on the ones in front now, because anything can happen here, and anything will happen, to be honest. How close is Sargent to Djokovic? Because these two have stayed out. Sargent's got Russell right behind him. We've got 2 laps to go here in Le Mans. Sargent has got a Mercedes, a rapid Mercedes, right in front. Is this the, put on my lap, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, I think it is the, put on my lap. Oh, very wobbly is Sargent there. And the exit of Daytona. Not long at all now. It's pretty much Sargent versus Russell now. Sargent has got let's go on board with Russell, I think, for the rest of this lap. Because we can watch on board of Russell, see these two if Sargent can get in front of Djokovic maybe. See, he's gaining, actually there's quite a bit of a gap, to be honest, so maybe Sargent on board is better. But now, on board with the American, he hasn't won a race since Indonesia last year. That was also a sprint race, but it wasn't the sprint he won, it was the main event. This time it's the sprint. Sargent is trying to win. He's got 2 cars on softs on a on a wet track. Track's even wetter than it was now earlier. He's going to try and make a move through Indianapolis. I think he might get it done before Indianapolis. No, he won't. He's going to have to try. He can get it through Gulf. And it's a good move. And he gets in front into the lead. Brilliant. Oh, no, into second, sorry. Good move from Sargent there. And oh, Sargent was a bit deep. Did not want to do that. Russell also in front of Djokovic almost. He goes round the outside through Darnage. Let's go back on board with Russell. Maybe this is Djokovic we're on board with, sorry. Here we go. I know, I'm going to say on board with Sargent because him and Lando Norris, the pole sitter of this race, are so close to each other and oh, very wide through the Porsche curbs, through DuPont, and then towards karting. Oh, he's just sweeps past him. Sargent leads the Le Mans sprint race. Logan Sargent now has a chance to win. Is Russell going to get past Lando Norris? Let's see. He chases him down. Is he going to get it through the Ford? Chicane. Oh, he's getting held up. This is not what Russell wants. He's going to do it through the second chicane. And Russell now is chasing down Sargent. We'll stay on board of Russell. One lap of this circuit to us off. To go. And Sargent off the track. Sargent goes straight on. Through the gravel. He'll lose a lot of time there. Sargent is driving like a man who's never driven a Formula 1 car before and been given the chance to lead. He wants this win so much. It's not often that Williams can get a win. And when they can, they want to do it. Of course, to be fair, Williams won 2 weeks ago in the French Grand Prix. So Williams win the next race, the sprint round at Le Mans, the circuit to the south, after winning on the Bugatti circuit, is massive for them. Through the Daytona chicane, and oh, he's gone off again to Sargent. He's got to be careful, he could get a penalty in this straight for track limits. Still a big gap though between these two on the final lap. Is Russell gaining maybe? Does Sargent take it cautious? Sargent brakes so early. He wants to make sure he can keep on the track, but that has meant that the gap is reduced to pretty much not even a car length now. Russell, is he going to try and get past Sargent towards the Mans corner? He's gaining. Russell, can he do it on the final lap? It's going to be such a dramatic finish to this race. He's going to try it, is he? He can't go to the left. He'll try down the inside. No, he won't. He won't try anything. But no, Sargent goes Sargent going to go deep. Yes, he does. Sargent goes deep. And Russell leads. George Russell takes the lead of the Le Mans sprint race. But Sargent's still in it. He's right behind him. He did, to be fair, go wide. That could have helped him with his straight line speed. You can see Vesti in the background there. Or is that someone else? I'm not too sure. It might be Norris. But Sargent, he's so much quicker. Sargent gets back in front of Russell. He just got to go through Indianapolis now. No, through Gulf, then through Indianapolis. He just keep it on the track. And oh, he's gone off again. He's gone wide. Sargent goes wide. And now Russell back in front again. Sargent can't stop making mistakes as he tries to finish this race. But he's still right behind Russell. He's got this in the dry, fast out section of track to try and get in front of Russell. That's all he's got now, realistically. Oh, there's contact almost. Russell's almost round. There's contact between Sargent and Russell. And Sargent takes the lead. He's gone in through karting. Logan Sargent leads the sprint race. And Russell can't do anything about it. Logan Sargent's got 4 more corners to go. The 4th chicane and the final chicane. But Sargent's going to do it. He rounds the final corner. Logan Sargent, for the first time since the Indonesian Grand Prix, even cuts the final chicane. But Sargent's going to do it. He wins the sprint race as he weaves across the line. And Nall loses the car and he's hit the wall and he's broken his front wing. That's not ideal. And then he goes straight over the gravel as well. Be careful not to T-bone Russell here. And he isn't going to, thankfully. But what a race we had there. Brilliant race that. Ocon ends up in 3rd. Vesti, what happened to him? Could have been 2 Mercedes on the podium. Is everyone done now? Pretty much, yeah. No DNF, which is good to see. Just got Ilott and Lawson to go. There we go, Lawson crossing the line to finish right at the back, unfortunately, for the man who won a few races ago at Japan. Let's go on board and watch that finish with these two. Let's go on board and watch. Let's go from the Mans corner. Quite a bit to go. So from here then, let's just watch it all on board from Sargent. He goes deep into the Mans corner. He actually does hit the apex, but he just keeps the speed going. Ends up going deep and ends up getting passed by George Russell. Man who of course almost won the championship last year, so unlucky not to. And Sargent just has so much more speed than Russell, going through Gulf and gets past him. Fair enough, he's got the speed, he's got the position. But then going through Indianapolis, goes deep again, almost into the gravel, lucky not to. Actually, yeah, he does go in the gravel a little bit. And look at the, sorry about that, look at the gap now Russell's got. Of course, Sargent, remember, he had damage. Sargent's got damage from when he smacked the wall at the Porsche curves a few laps ago. I think on lap 3 it was. So to do most of the, over half of the sprint with damage is brilliant. To win it as well. Only man not to fit in this race, to be fair. It's a strategy call that worked. As they go through the Porsche curves now. Russell just can't keep any speed. And then He just almost kind of stops. There's a bit of contact there. Don't think Sargent will get penalised for that because Russell just kind of stops as he goes through karting. Sargent takes the lead. What a brilliant move it was. We've got one more replay to show you. That seems to happen with Ocon at the end of the first lap. And then just goes deep through the final chicane as well. Very lucky indeed. Anyway, Ocon, in all fairness, he finished third. I want to know, let's see what happened to Vesti. He was third. Did he go off the track at all, or what? Oh, you just get held up by Norris potentially on the softs. That is a shout. Yeah, just gets held up and Ocon gets past the two of them. And then a big wobble there trying to get past Norris from Vesti. Nothing to ruin the rest of the sequence. Through karting, through Corvette, through Mans Blanc. And towards the forward chicane. When did Leclerc get past him then? Is it through the final chicane? Just a little dive bomb? There it is. What a move. Caught Vesti napping there and ended up getting 4th place. And Piastri almost getting it as well. Anyway, Ocon, let's have a look. What happened at the end of the first lap? On board with him. Oh, he just goes deep trying to make the move and spins the car. Gonna put the blame on him unfortunately there. Let's give me a good angle. Yeah, I think that's on Ocon there, and then Ilott hits Lawson, I think. Yeah, Lawson's lost a wing hitting off. That's not meant to happen. Anyway, let's go through your results now for that brilliant sprint race. Lawson, of course, at the back after breaking his front wing. Ilott as well. Sainz, Joe, De Vries, Gasly, Stroll, Magnussen, Drogovic, Verstappen. How was Verstappen, Albon, Norris? None of them scored. Of course, Norris was on softs in his defence. But Verstappen and Albon, I'm very surprised at them not scoring. Anyway, your point scorers: Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Piastri, Vesti, Leclerc, Ocon, Russell, and your winner, Logan Sargent. We'll be back later on today for qualifying for the Mans Grand Prix. See you then. Goodbye.